Greetings, Andy here again. Sort of quick fill-in video really, just showcasing a handful, well, how many have I got? 6 records that I picked up online. Mostly 5 of them were in the sale and were better than half price, shall we say, and it's a completely random mix. One was full price, but not that bad, and that was the one which sort of I was prompted to go out to. I did a video a few weeks ago, which was looking at, it was part of a thread looking at eponymous self-titled records that weren't the debut. And when I was sort of going through that, and also a few people pointed this one out in the comments, was it sort of came home to me that I don't have in any format, and never have had in any format, Fleetwood Mac's eponymous 1975 third generation. Now I say third generation, most people think there are only 2, but of course Peter Green left in 1970 and Danny Kirwan sort of continued for a few years then before leaving, and then of course the famous Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham version came along, and this was their first album. Anyway, I went looking for it thinking this is an album I should have had and ought to have, and of course I found it as a picture disc. This was an RSD release this year, obviously to mark the 50th anniversary, because it first came out in 1975, and that's the back, and the picture disc. It's on the back as well. Now I'm a bit of a sucker for a picture disc, and it wasn't badly priced. It wasn't discounted, but it was still available without, not at a silly price. I got it from rough trade, to be honest. And then I had a look on their online sale while I was there. And of course, I am a man of very little willpower, and I'll come to those in a minute. But when I played this Fleetwood Mac album, it's probably no surprise because I don't have it in any format and never has. But it wasn't that familiar. The odd track like Rhiannon and so on. But what really hit me was the degree to which Christine McVie is all over this album. It's predominantly most of the songs are by her, and most of them maybe even sung by her. Obviously a mix with Stevie Nicks, but a nice album. I don't think it's quite up there with Rumours or Tusk, which are the 3 I have. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the other stuff I bought. So I've got 2. I've got actually a release from this year, which I'll come to later, but most of them are reissues. And let's start with this one, and it's Joni Mitchell and Ladies of the Canyon, which was initially released in 1970. So this is the one with Big Yellow Taxi on it. Obviously that was a big record at the time. And there's the one. And I really enjoy, I like Joni Mitchell, but she's not somebody I've collected particularly. Obviously I've got Blue, but this one is quite nice in a sort of a semi-transparent green vinyl, and it's a lovely album. I really enjoyed listening to this. Now the next one is another 50th anniversary one, and it is the Grateful Dead from the Mars Hotel, and this is somewhat bizarrely the Grateful Dead in sort of pink transparent or magenta or something. I don't know what they call it. Now I confess, I am completely devoid in any Grateful Dead in any format. I've never ever really listened to them, so I had a conversation with my son recently. He said he's getting into the Grateful Dead, and I thought, blimey, that's more than I've ever done. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I played it. I don't know them at all. I know of them, obviously, but I really enjoyed this, and it's. Yeah, I like it. I don't think I'm going to become a deadhead, but I'll keep my eyes open if there's a, decent price. As I say, these were sort of like half price and then another 10% off, so they were sort of, decent value. Now, people, I have talked a lot about this band, and this is the Decemberists, and their 2018 album, I'll Be Your Girl. So in the studio album wise, this is the sort of the one after last year's. I've forgotten what it's called now, but this actually was an original. It's not a reissue, but obviously it came out 7 years ago, so it's obviously been hanging around rough trade for the last 7 years. And it's a single LP just on black vinyl. And it's the Decemberists. They tell stories by song. They're really nice. I like it. And now a 2025 issue. So you could say, well, why aren't I doing this on my on my recent releases? But I think this came out in about February. It's not one I ever went looking for. It's the Delines and Mr. Luck and Ms. Doom, and this is good. Edging country. It's really out and out Americana, but very edging country. And again, these are stories. Each one of these are mostly hard luck stories of people who are hard up and not living great lives. The reason I got this, other than the fact it was really cheap, it was sort of like by the time all the discounts had gone, it was £11 basically for a brand new album. That's pretty cheap. But a friend on a Facebook collectors group that I'm on picked this up also a few months ago and showed it and enjoyed it, and I thought, that sounds quite interesting. So anyway, there it was winking at me, so I thought I would get it. And last, and I have to say least, is Jerry Rafferty, him out of Steelers Wheel, and his 1979 solo album, Night Owl. Now, on my Facebook collectors group I mentioned, I know there's quite a lot of people who like him, and I thought, I don't have any Steelers Wheel. I like, I like some of the single Steelers Wheel singles, so I thought I'd get this because it was cheap. And to be honest with you, I find it really dull, really boring. It's done, it's okay. I will listen to it again, but then I'll probably put it on one side for at some point when I start to sell records, which I don't like. It's okay. It just is boring. I listened to it all the way through and then thought, that was okay. So sorry, Steelers Wheels and Jerry Rafferty fans, but not for me, I'm afraid. So there you go. That was just a quick fill in before I do start my September new releases, and I've got loads this month. So I will be doing it in two lots of interesting records, I think, and I think what could be the best one is due to be delivered today. So this is Saturday. What day is it today? The 20th. As I'm recording this, it came out yesterday. So I'll be quite interested to hear what that is. So thanks for watching. Cheers.